Yo, what is up, guys? It is Tom. Today we're going to be going over Ripple. I want to point out a couple of things that I've noticed in terms of Ripple with the news, everything in the media that's coming out. And I think that's giving off a bit of false information and it's confusing a little bit of people. Also, looking at the Bitcoin chart, just simply looking at the RSI, I don't think Bitcoin is yet ready to run to all-time highs. It's already on the 4 hour, it's already almost overbought. I could be 100% wrong. This is just my own personal opinion. But I think that we're going to be range bound for a little bit. I don't really like how we just automatically shot up like this, like, crazy. Yeah, that's just my personal opinion. I think we're going to be range bound a little bit, even maybe possibly test, maybe do a double bottom and then continue back up. But I just think that this correction was a little bit too short. And I also think that there is still too much positive outlook in terms of the cryptocurrency market with people. So I think that big institutions, big players kind of want to see that die down. And when there's a lot of FUD in the market, when people start to lose faith in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, I think that's going to be the opportune time to really go in big. But it's been good trading opportunities. I mean, if you guys have just been watching the RSI, maybe even on a 1 hour, on like a 1 minute, you could just kind of sit at your computer and trade and do a little scalp plays. Or, if you bought in at the lows, you've done pretty good on swing trades here. So that's just my personal opinion, guys, on Bitcoin. I'm long term, I'm obviously very bullish on Bitcoin. I'm still holding mine. I'm probably not going to worry about it too much. But if we do see a nice retracement, I will be adding to my positions to get a more comfortable amount of Bitcoin. It's something that I'm comfortable with. Moving over to my dollar cost averaging with ICX, every single Friday, guys, I put in $100 into ICX quant stamp. I think yesterday I bought a lot of coins. I bought like ICX, I bought some quant stamp, I bought some Wabi, some Dragon Chain. I think that at this point in time, a lot of altcoins, the good ones, good projects, are getting somewhat cheap, and I think that they could be ready to run soon. Obviously, I'm not a fortune teller, so I don't know, but this is just pretty much my dollar cost averaging template for ICX. So if I kind of want to maximize that a little bit, every single Friday, guys, what I'm doing is I'm putting in $100. Doesn't matter the price. I really don't care. I just kind of log onto my computer on Friday, dump $100 in to ICX. So far, I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 data points, and I really want to wait till about 8 or 9 data sets so I can make an informed decision on whether I want to continue dollar cost averaging into the coin. And I probably will be doing this for about a year. So, guys, as of right now, ICX is trading at $3.70, and it looks like we've just been in a consolidation mode. I'm not going to get too technical with it, but I do think that with some good news, as the markets continue to play out and as we go deeper into March, I truly believe that we may be seeing a bit of a pop in some of the altcoins that are really true credible projects. And if you want to get the dollar cost averaging template, go over to the bitcoin.pub and download the dollar cost averaging template, and you can customize it to whichever coin that you want. So moving over to Ripple, what I've been noticing with Ripple is a lot of the times they'll come out with partnerships, everything's in the media, in the news, saying that, hey, we're partnering with Ripple, this is going to be great news for XRP, let's all jump on board. But a lot of the times investors get confused Ripple with XRP. And if a company wants to use Ripple's services or their solutions, they have a wide variety of the solutions to choose from, right? It doesn't necessarily mean they have to use the XRP cryptocurrency. With a lot of these banks, a lot of payment providers that Ripple are targeting, most of them, as of right now, are using one of Ripple's solutions called XCURRENT. And XCURRENT doesn't use Ripple's XRP. So I'm going to minimize my face. Let's get into this, guys. The main difference is that with Ripple's XCURRENT, it's Ripple's enterprise solution software that enables banks to instantly settle cross-border payments with end-to-end tracking. Using XCURRENT, banks message each other in real time to confirm payment details prior to initiating the transaction and to confirm delivery once it settles. It includes a rulebook developed in partnership with the RippleNet Advisory Board that ensures operational consistency and legal clarity for every transaction. Now, everything aside, I know there's been a lot of FUD in the cryptocurrency market. Not really a lot of FUD, but cryptocurrency enthusiasts aren't very happy with Ripple for a number of reasons, which is very understandable. They're very centralized, very large number of coins in circulating supply. The majority of coins are actually held by the Ripple owners themselves, so making the coin very centralized. Even though Ripple argues that over time they're going to become more decentralized than Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, which I'm not here to debate that, but I truly feel that's very hard to believe at this point in time. So if we go over here, guys, to let's see. This is a great article. I'll link it in the description below. It's called "Ripple is Making Blockchain Waves," and what the writer really goes into is saying that even though tons of companies and tons of banks, payment providers, financial institutions are onboarding Ripple's products and services and solutions, what you have to look at is which products are they onboarding, right? Are they onboarding the products that are going to help the XRP cryptocurrency gain in value, or are they just simply using Ripple's XCURRENT, which is fine, which is good for Ripple. It's a good product and service, but it may not necessarily be good for the XRP cryptocurrency. So if we get into this article, I'm just going to read this first paragraph. It says solutions to give you guys a better understanding of what the ramifications of everything are. So Ripple makes software products based on blockchain technology and sell them to banks, payment providers, and others to be used on RippleNet. These are aimed to make cross-border payments truly efficient for these players and their customers. Next to their digital asset XRP and XRP Ledger, the XCurrent that helps banks settle transactions, Ripple has added a number of new services offerings to the platform, including XRAPID and XVIA. Now, XRAPID, guys, is the main one that I'm looking at. I'm going to be scanning a lot of articles, really paying attention to Ripple news, and seeing if a lot of companies, payment providers, and banks are onboarding with the Ripple's XRAPID service. Reason being is because with XRAPID, it includes and the incorporation of the use of the XRP cryptocurrency. So my thought process behind this is as more companies, as more banks, as more payment providers onboard with Ripple's XRAPID and not just Ripple's XCurrent, as we see up here, price action should follow. And I know that I'm not a big fan of Ripple now, but if the technicals line up and the fundamentals line up, and a lot of banks and payment providers are like, hey, maybe we'll give it a second thought. Maybe we will use Ripple's XRAPID solutions incorporated with the XRP. The more volume that comes into that market, maybe Ripple and XRP cryptocurrency could be a pretty good play. So to finish this paragraph, it says, this in order to attract more clients to enter RippleNet. Ripple is now taking the next steps to help build the internet of value by establishing an infrastructure innovative initiative. So let's scroll down here to give you guys an example of what XRAPID is. It's sourcing liquidity. So XRAPID is one of Ripple's newly developed solutions. It is aimed for payment providers and other financial institutions who want to minimize liquidity costs while improving their customer experience. This especially is useful in emerging markets where payments often require pre-funded local currency accounts around the world. As a consequence, liquidity costs are higher. If we go back to Ripple's website, we scroll down to XRAPID, it'll give the same exact description, and this is a pretty new product, so a lot of institutions are giving this a second look. At first, they were like, you know what, we're really kind of on the fence about using XRP as a cryptocurrency to help our business, probably due to the high volatility in the cryptocurrency markets. But as of right now, if you're a company, you could definitely contact Ripple, inquire about using the XRAPID services, and this is what I'm looking for. This is what could really grow XRP as a cryptocurrency, regardless of if you like the cryptocurrency or not. I know that Ripple isn't necessarily has the best I wouldn't say brand, but the best reputation in the cryptocurrency market as of now. So I found an article, and this is what really I want to tie in here, is that as more companies use XRapid service, so Collett's money transfer service integrates Ripple's XRapid. And these are the articles you want to be looking out for. I don't really pay attention to the ones that are like, oh, Ripple has a new partnership with XCURRENT, because yeah, that's great for Ripple as a company, but how is that going to be good for XRP as a cryptocurrency if I own the cryptocurrency XRP? I don't really care what Ripple is doing unless I could buy the stock if it's publicly traded, which it's not. But this is what we want to be looking out for. And as what's today's date? It's the 3rd. So on February 25th, we've had some news come out that some big name payment providers, institutions, and banks are going to incorporate Ripple's XRapid, which is pretty big news. If we go back to the article here, it will actually give us a breakdown of some of the companies that are onboarding Ripple's XCurrent services. XRapid. So if you scroll down here, use of XCurrent. This is the one that does not involve Ripple's XRP. So here's some of the names of the banks that are starting to do that now. Doesn't really have too much effect on the cryptocurrency. So this is where the kind of the false information comes in. Again, great for Ripple, good for them as a company, happy for them, but not good as a cryptocurrency investor if you want to invest in the XRP and hopefully make some nice gains. So the use of XRapid. So you have Collex, you have MoneyGram, which is a big one, guys. MoneyGram is it's really large for money remittance. So if they want to, if you're working somewhere, you could send money abroad back to your family members. That's really big. So if you're working in the United States and you want to send money back to, wherever you're from, Venezuela, anywhere in the world, that's really what kind of MoneyGram does. So now that they're including and using Ripple's XRapid services to kind of pilot it, if they like it, they're probably going to refer other payment providers. It's going to be really big in the media, and it's going to look really good on Ripple's solution, XRapid, and their incorporation of the cryptocurrency, which is really good. Also, XVIA you can look into. You guys can read this. Again, I'm going to link the article in the description so you guys can kind of look at this yourself. But I've just been getting a lot of questions, comments, and concerns about Ripple. What are my takes on it and what I think of Ripple and if I'm going to invest. As of right now, guys, I'm not going to invest in Ripple XRP cryptocurrency for a number of reasons. I mean, a lot of people are like, hey, Tom, Ripple could potentially reach $10 a coin. But you have to think, like, with the circulating supply being, as high as it is in 39 billion, if you want Ripple to have a price target of $10, what does the market cap have to be in relation to that? So if you divide these two numbers, if you divide 35 billion by this number, you get around 90 cents. So the market cap in relation to the circulating supply, if this supply is the same, you would see a $400 billion plus market cap, which is the whole market cap of the cryptocurrency market cap as is. So all the value of all the cryptocurrencies in coin market cap would have to equate to what Ripple could be if it wants to hit a $10 valuation. Now, down the road, could it happen? Maybe. I don't really want to speculate that far down the road, but the way I'll answer your question is if I like Ripple or not is, and would I invest in it, is if companies are going to be onboarding Ripple's XRapid. I don't care about, Ripple's XCurrent. If Ripple was a publicly traded company and I could, purchase shares in order to kind of profit from it that way, then, maybe it would be a good look for me to kind of invest into Ripple because a long list of some credible banks, institutions, and companies are onboarding some of their products and services. But in terms of buying XRP and holding it for gains, you really want to look at the XRapid service and the solution. That's the main thing we want to look at. So to answer you guys' question, what I think of Ripple and will I invest into it, as long as banks change their mind and change their attitude on Ripple and say, you know what, yes, we will start onboarding Ripple's XRapid, then maybe there could be a potential play on that. So if we look at the end of the article here, guys, if you want to scroll down, it'll say, but most benefits in terms of cost savings can be realized when using Ripple's XRapid, including the related XRP cryptocurrency. The problem is, however, that a number of partners, especially some global banks, are now moving away from the idea of using XRP. Obviously, again, probably due to very high volatility, but I think as regulation moves into the space and as cryptocurrencies become less volatile, maybe it'll provide a viable use case to some of these banks and institutions. But as of now, I'm going to have to say I'm going to stay away from Ripple. I'm definitely going to watch it. I don't really want to have too much of a bias and say, oh, I hate Ripple just because it's so centralized. If there's an opportunity for me to get into the market, make money, because Ripple isn't, I really don't think that we should look at Ripple in relation to Bitcoin. Ripple is providing a product and services for banks, institutions, and payment providers. You know, it's not meant to be like, oh, we want to overthrow the banking system. They want to assist the banking system. So that's really my take on it, guys. That concludes the video. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about Ripple. Do you think an XRP? Do you think, it's just a shit coin that, we shouldn't be able to touch? Or do you think that if more banks, institutions onboard XRapid, it could be a good play? So let me know. Please subscribe if you are new. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video.